Hi, thanks for coming. Today we're going to do a Mojo salmon with a corn succotash and a sexy sauce on top. Fantastic, great dinner dish. But first we've got to start with the Mojo. My Mojo, which is something that I developed out of needs for my clients, it's a low sodium spice blend. It can be used as a rub, it can be used, gosh, it's crazy. We're going to show you a bunch of things which you can do with the Mojo. But today we're going to do the salmon. So let's get to it. Sprinkle about a teaspoon, maybe more, onto the salmon. Oh, it's just wonderful. This is just wonderful stuff. We won our first place Scovie Award last year in New Mexico. I beat out all the big guys. I mean really big guys. And they didn't know where I came from, and quite honestly it surprised me. Got a pan over medium-high heat. Let that heat up for just a second. I'm using a non-stick pan. This is not a Teflon product by any means. It is a titanium finish. A little bit different. It's a scan pan. It's wonderful stuff. It's what I use a lot of. Olive oil to a hot pan. And we'll put the salmon in. There's a top and a bottom to a salmon. And we're going to put the top down first. Let that heat up just a bit. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to brown the outside of the salmon, and we're going to finish it in the oven. And while this is finishing in the oven, we're going to create this corn succotash. This dish should take no longer than 30 minutes from start to finish. There's really nothing to it. So what we've done is we put the Mojo on it, a little bit of olive oil, got a little bit of a blackening effect on it. I kind of like to do the ends. Gives it a good look. It's not a big piece of salmon. I've done this dish for a lot of my parties. We had this was in part of a 7-course meal that we just did recently. It was a hit. That's pretty much all you need on the stove. From here we're going to go right into the oven at 325. Let that in there for 10 minutes or so. By then we should have a succotash done. So we have the salmon is in the oven. We've got this pan over medium-high heat. We're going to make our corn succotash. A little bit of olive oil to a hot pan. I've got a bunch of things already chopped up here and ready to go. So let's go over them. Got a little bit of garlic, about a clove and a half, 2 cloves. Oh yeah, it's cooking. And then we've got a little more than a half a cup of each. Onion, green, and red bell pepper. Saute this just for a little while. Now I looked up succotash, and succotash is usually corn and lima beans. But we're not using the lima beans today, so we're going to call it a corn succotash. This is something that I just kind of made up, and then a friend of mine told me that it's a real dish. So there's new things out there to make, and I'll show you a couple more as we go on. A little over a cup of diced zucchini. This stuff right here is thyme, and it's lemon thyme. It has a little bit of a flavor to it. Anything you can, regular thyme is fine. Lemon thyme just has a little bit of a sweetness. It gives it some sweetness. That along with the wine that we're going to put in here shortly. So a couple sprigs of that, fresh out of the garden. Yes, if you like, you can use a spatula to turn it, but this is just easy. And then we've got a little bit more than a cup of fresh corn kernels. We're going to let this cook for a while. So So it's starting to cook down just a little bit. Smells wonderful. Put a little dry wine in here, about a quarter cup. We're just going to let it cook on through. How about some salt and pepper? And keep our salt up here. Alright, this only has a couple more minutes. I'm going to pull the salmon out, as the salmon's been in for about 10. There you go. See the fat coming up a little bit right here? The good fat, omega, good stuff. That's right there for a sec. And I'm going to put my sexy sauce out. And while this is cooking, we'll garnish it with some green onions. That's it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Down, I'm going to come right in front of you guys. There we go. So to serve, nice hot succotash on the plate. Our Mojo salmon on top. And our sexy sauce. Nice. A couple ways you can do it. Bringing it to yourself. I kind of like going back and forth. You get a little bit of the sexy sauce. You get a little bit of the salmon. Yeah, a little bit of the succotash. Garnish with a little lemon slice from the garden. And there we go. Mojo salmon, succotash, corn succotash. Enjoy.